Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to talk about Micah College. And of course a lot of you guys have questions about how the college is, what is the admission criteria, how about the placements and everything. So today we have Yakuta over here who will be helping us with all the questions, who will be clearing our doubts. Thanks for joining, and could you please introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, I'm Yakuta, and I just recently graduated from Micah. So, I did a course called CCC, which predominantly does creativity and communications within the advertising industry. And I now work as an art director for an ad agency.
How the admission criteria works in Micah?
Micah does two main courses. One is your PGP course, and the other one is the CCC course that I'm doing. So the course that I did requires people to do a 48-hour exam, and that exam, it basically has about 10 questions, and each of the questions are like problem solving questions. The other exam that you are meant to give for the PGP course is your MyCAT exam, which basically is like very similar to every other CAT exam that you give, and after which you have your interview rounds. And for the PGP course, you have your GD, including your personal interview rounds, and then you're selected for the course. So the fee structure for CCC is 10 lakhs for a year, and for PGP it's 20. So it's 10 lakh a year, and then depending on your course time, you basically have that.
So I just want to know the overall experience so far, with Micah. Of course, it's a brand in itself.
I can predominantly speak for my course and the time that I was there. Basically, how my course is structured, we have about 3 main faculty members, and then the rest of the faculty are usually visiting faculty, so they're experts from the industry that come and teach us. And I think that makes a big difference in the way you're taught as well, because if they're people who are actually currently working within the industry, they understand what the requirements are within the industry and what sort of skill sets you need, and they teach you in a specific way where you're ready to actually go and work. So I think in terms of faculty, Micah does a great job in getting the people they do. Other than that, the culture and the campus life is beautiful. Your campus is great. You have a massive campus to very few students in comparison to what other colleges are like. For someone who came from Bombay where space is an issue, suddenly like campus pay, we had a lot of space. So that was really nice. I think the people there are a mixed bag. It really depends on how you find and who you choose as your friends to like stick around. But in terms of culture, there's always something happening on campus. So there are events, there are concerts, there are a whole lot of other cultural things. You can also participate in a lot of competitions, and they really encourage you to do so. So beyond academics, there's extracurriculars that happen, there's a lot of sports that happen. So I think culturally, it's what you make of it and what you make of the campus. There are few who actually use a lot of these facilities. There were people who didn't as well. So it's honestly on per person, but I think I had one of the best experiences.
What about the extracurricular activities? I was in college, so we used to have, drama society and other societies. We used to perform in different colleges. So, how's that? How's that culture in Micah?
So we had a lot of sports that happen. So you have your like football, basketball, frisbee, cricket, tennis. We have a tennis court on campus. So we have a lot of those facilities. And then other than that, we had a lot of cultural dance oriented stuff. Also because the entire course is residential and everybody stays on campus, every festival is celebrated. So we had like Diwali parties, we had like Holi parties, we had Christmas that happened on campus. We have like almost every other festival that you have. We had Onam celebrations. So everything was celebrated. So culturally, I think like it had everything, including extracurriculars.
What was the batch size, and of course, how many students got placed?
So for me in my CCC course, we had 30 people because the course is very small and very specialized. And within the PGP course, they have about 200 students, and every year this varies with a little more, a little less. So entirely on campus, you have about 450 students.
So what about the placements of Micah?
So one thing that Micah does benefit with in terms of placement is because the college has such good recognition within the advertising and marketing industries, and a lot of people within the industry are MICA alums. It is a lot easier for us to get jobs. MICA does offer internal placement, so everybody does get placed. Throughout your course, you have an internship that you have to do, a compulsory internship, and then you have a job after. So the placement committees within the college help provide both your internship and your final job. And I think the process is pretty smooth in terms that most people end up with jobs. Almost 100% placement is what happens. So jobs are guaranteed, and you do get like massive recognition when you join the industry. So it is a sort of plus point in terms of anyone who comes from a regular college.
Okay, do you think it's worth it to be at MICA? Because of course, a student will definitely think about the fees as well.
I agree. It's a very hefty, expensive fees, but I think there are sort of benefits to it. So one thing I would tell anyone who plans to go to MICA is the place has everything to offer, but it is what you make of it. And when you're going to MICA, I would suggest you go with very clear intentions of what you're going there for. A lot of people either go there to like live their one college life experience again, and just like enjoy themselves. Other people go mainly for the placements and the packages that they have to offer. So knowing what you're going for is very important, and how you make use of that time there really helps. It is the kind of place where you have to like be at your best game, because you have like some of the best students out there. So it's really important to be, I think, prepared in a way, but just make the most of it. Your time flies. The minute you enter MICA to the minute you leave, like time really flies through. So make the most of it, but go there with a calculated decision, because it is a hefty fee. So if you're going there and you're paying so much, then it only makes sense if you make it worthwhile.
I think it was very helpful for everyone, and that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandhya. Thank you.